It was like a wizard's staff. And I've been given a staff in Hawaii.
I don't really know how tall olive trees are, but
yeah, it was a tall. I picked that up and held it up like a staff. Well, anyway, I know we sound crazy, folks, and I'm used to that. I'm used to being crazy. So it's the way Kimberly, you say not so paranormal. We got to put an ending. Huh?
You know, everything that it's just a big label for everything that people can't really understand or don't know the meaning to.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's the way I feel.
It just means not normal, you know.
Not normal.
Well, not as we've been taught anyhow.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's the definition of paranormal. It just means stuff that isn't normally going on. It doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
Right. That's just our dogma.
You don't have people come back to life, but it does happen. You know.
Oh yeah, trust me, I do that. I've got several times I've done that. People in hospitals are sort of used to it. Different people.
That's not the normal. Not everybody who dies comes back. So.
Well, yeah, but it's more common, you know, today. But
yeah, but it's just a way to explain something that doesn't normally happen. That's all. They just tack a label on it like everything else.
Yeah, I never.
It's a big label, and there's a lot of things that fall.
There's a lot of things that.
Label.
Yeah, it's a broad cover.
Well, right. This is opening up. This opens up for everybody to be as crazy as I was tonight. So maybe I said, see, I never would do this all these 20 or 30 years. So this is as crazy as you get because I wouldn't share everything in this reality. Even when I talked behind other people's, or like it was fiction. So I'm being real, what do they call it, raw?
Well, a lot of people can't handle it unless you treat it as though it's fiction.
You got to candy coat it for them to swallow it.
Yeah, you have to candy coat it.
Yeah.
Spoonful of sugar.
Well, this sounds like it needs to be a book, but it happened to me. But I know that in the past I haven't been inspired to do anything with what I experienced. And, you know, I've had all those files, but I couldn't even make them into books because I didn't have the time to sit and edit all the stuff. I'd just sit and write, you know, or put in files and then throw them up on Lulu to, you know, try to come back or Amazon or whatever. So I guess I'll finally get around. Maybe we can do it this time. Maybe my husband's gone. Now my daughter's gone. I'm 3 months in mourning, and it usually takes at least a year to get better. So I don't know. I'm just going to – I felt like Sean was so real.
Waiting for you to go through now.
I know. I'll try to do that. And it's hard, though, to, you know, be raw. So Sean did it last night. Kimberly did it, and I know they're younger than me. And I just felt bad because I haven't been real. But to come up with that thing, I was like, oh, my gosh. You know, that was like even deeper than even me. And I thought, well, just do it. But, Sean, I wouldn't have done it if you hadn't encouraged me. You know what I'm saying, Sean?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You got to get out there. Your bravery, you know, putting it out there. Who cares what anybody else thinks? You know, that's the whole thing is everybody in this UFO community, paranormal community, they're all a pro. Everybody's a pro. So sometimes, you know, that's why, like, me, like, I've turned down a couple of radio shows because I understand what they're about. You know, they just want a story and that's it.
Right about that.
You know,
I turned down one from with Giorgio's a group that hangs out with Giorgio. I turned them down and deleted them even off my Facebook as friends and that because you know they only want one thing. They only want you to think one way, and then they want to challenge you on everything. I'm not on that.
Yeah, that's the debate stuff I can't deal with either.
Yeah, I don't deal with it.
It's, you know, it's, okay, well, how do I know that you're not telling me that, you know what I mean? It's like a going back and forth thing. Because in all actuality, you might have false implanted memories. You might wake up 20 years later with a whole bunch of new memories that resonate even more. You know, like what I would call my book is upon my first my first awakening in 2014.
Yeah, because I look back at all this stuff and it's old information now, but maybe imagining some of the history.
And I don't know. I don't know, but the 2020 thing is like, it's so weird. It's like, I almost feel like this time is just like something's going on. There's a slippage. There's something, because I'm ending up in quite a few places from what I hear. You know, I've had people in the UK tell me before that they've seen me in coffee shops.
Wow.
You know, so with the ET thing, it's, you know, this blood type thing that they're talking about, and, you know, all of a sudden you got to have a certain damn blood type just to be abducted. Bullshit.
No, that's silly.
No,
I'm RH negative and never been abducted.
Yeah.
I'm RH negative and never been abducted.
Wow.
Right. So, you know, this is why I say, like, it's everybody has something to say. They want to, you know, they figure something out, and sometimes, honestly, I don't even like talking to ufologists, because you'll send them pictures and they'll debunk them just by looking at them. And meanwhile, they'll say, "Oh, well, that's that." But meanwhile, these ETs, they don't even have to pierce your skin anymore to implant you. Aji was telling me this, and Aji is very knowledgeable. Aji Noss is definitely very knowledgeable when it comes to, time slippage, timeline manipulation.
I don't know anything about it. I mean, who's a friend of mine?
I'll tell you, you get trapped. Like, okay, I was on the train and I was going out to Montauk. I mean, I wasn't going to Montauk. I had no intention. I got knocked out. Now, when I woke up, when the stewardess looked at, when the conductor comes by, to collect the ticket, she was laughing. We're going to be in Montauk. I said, what? And now I just came out of it was like almost a twilight. It wasn't even asleep. Like, for a while there, I was questioning, was I even asleep? What's going on here? Because that train was moving so fast, it felt like we were going through other time, frames and stuff. And we all know that Montauk, the ley lines there they destroyed, and they opened up a lot of stuff there that was not closed.
Well, let's do a show on that, because we're out of time. We always run out of time, so there's going to be time's speeded up tremendously, and we're closer to the center of something out there. And
right.
I don't know what. I know we had a black moon on the 31st, and this is now the 2nd. But folks, I'm more awake mentally than I've been in a long time, and I didn't ever want to share stuff. I've gone through a lot of bad depression, but it's okay. I admit it, and it seems like, I always want to be proud and not have that. But the government always said I passed all the IQ tests and the psyche valves, and I went to doctors. I couldn't find anything wrong. I've had a lot of EEGs with my brain. I just happened to come this way, that I can slip out and slip in and have out of body and die and come back. It's just normal for me. But I don't know. But I'm going to be open to everybody, and I want everybody to be responsible for their soul. And if, you're supposed to work with biologicals or AI or people like me, I'm a cyborg with titanium in my neck and screws and no telling how much more as a hybrid or whatever I am. But it's okay. And we can all be different. And it's all popular now. But where's it taking us? So we need to get together because I believe the dimensions are closing in on each other, and I think it's just the time on the planet. So maybe this is supposed to happen to everybody now. Maybe this is going to be 20 years from now. All this will be so ancient that they don't want to read our books anymore. They think we're dumb.
I don't think that everybody's gonna. I don't think everybody's gonna wake up. I don't think it's for everybody. I really don't.
Yeah, you said last night you used the word chosen. So you want to explain that one more time? Not everybody is chosen to work with ETs or aliens or be abducted or conducted or experienced or contacted or. So yeah, I like the word chosen. Although they say, well, everybody thinks they're special. They make fun of those on TV shows and the support groups, but maybe we are all special. Maybe just some of us have more special than others. I don't know. Maybe it's wrong.
It's maybe that we have different qualities that they're looking for, and not everybody carries those qualities.
Genetics, DNA, all that.
May or may not.
And that's what I said. That's why I said that it's a family generational thing. Not a whole family goes. Rarely, very rarely, does a whole entire family go. But there are at least one or two.
Maybe two. Exactly.
Well, why don't you let me write a book about this, and we'll call it "What Kind Are You?" and put a question mark, and let a man do it and edit it. What kind are you? What kind are you?
What kind are you?
What kind are you?
It's crazy because it's like, definitely.
What kind are you?
Well, another thing I question is the simple fact that there's so many different colors around the world. There's different cultures around the world, and I don't believe that we're all from one. I think that we're from a series of several. I think each culture has its own species.
Yeah, well, where I was in this conscious state of mind, knowing that I was in an interdimensional door open because I just turned around on the grass and I was in another complete reality, conscious about it. So there's another kind out there that takes all these people from different places. I just have
look how many planets and look how many different planets and stars there is. There's just no way that one species is going to deal with all of us because we have the same body structure, similar. But our features are different. I look different than those from Asia, from Africa. We're all different in a lot of aspects. So why wouldn't that be enough to maybe each race is from a different species?
What
culture.
kind are you? Yeah, because there was all kind of biologicals, and some looked like me. Some were. But that piece of paper that Sean gave me in my dream was to let me know, okay, well, there's some that are where you are that aren't like you. You're looking at them, but some are AIs over there, and some have things falling out.
I was warning you about Dark Fleet, basically.
Dark Fleet?
Yeah, I been doing a little bit with the SSP stuff. I think that a lot of the stuff that's coming out with the SSP, it should just be labeled the word itself, like SSP, those letters. I just decode them. Super satanic program. And because a lot of these people are doing magic, and playing with cards, and some of these people, when they know that they can get that power, like a man said, it's intention. It's your intentions behind how you're going to use these tools.
It's where your energy
and I
focused.
feel that a lot of people are abusing them, like Sarah, who was with Max Spears. I mean, she casted binding spells on me. Sexual binding spells. And on my first date,
to do that in my
and my fiance broke it, and I was like, wow, like that's when we really connected, and I was like, this is interesting because I would talk to Max, but Max would always be like, you got to be careful talking to me. He said Sarah. And he'd warn everybody about Sarah. He'd just warn.